right, our last guest on the plaza is a woman who literally needs no introduction.
Yes.
But she is no stranger to DETV. I'm very, very excited to have her on. She is the owner and designer for a unique brand called Anara Original. Please welcome Sara Crawford to the plaza.
Hi.
Hello, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
You really are no stranger to
I
DETV.
know. That's why I laughed when you said, I'm like, they're probably like, that girl is always on there.
That's okay.
We love it. We love to have you.
You're multifaceted, so you have so many
Absolutely.
different sides of you and so much to offer our viewers. That's why we love having you on the show.
I appreciate
Plus, it's
it.
your energy.
Yes.
I love your energy.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's true. It's
I
true.
love
Every
coming
time
over
you
here.
walk through the door, I'm like, yay, Sarah's here. But anyway, Sara, I know you are super busy.
Always.
And you have so many things going on. So we're going to break it down for our viewers. Tell us a little bit about Anara Original.
So Anara Original is my lifestyle clothing brand. It has definitely morphed and transformed itself over the years. But right now, currently, Anara Original has become a tutu brand. So I'm like the tutu queen. That's what people call me. They run me down in the street and they're like, aren't you the girl that makes the tutus? And I'm like, absolutely. So it's like a tutu, it's the tutus, custom tutus, short, medium length, and floor length. And then I have a custom graphic line. So those are the main pieces that that I create now for Anara Original. But Anara Original has a styling side as well. And that's the part that people don't probably hear about as much, probably more so now than before.
See, it's perfect that you're on the show this week because it being the last week of September, this was Fashion Month.
Absolutely. Favorite month, after my birthday, the favorite month.
Oh, when's your birthday?
January.
Oh, okay. Isn't, what are you, a Capricorn?
I absolutely am.
Okay now. But Miss Fashionista, tell us a little bit about, I heard that you were in New York Fashion Week before.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
So I've done a lot of fashion weeks, but there's no fashion week like New York Fashion Week.
That's true.
Absolutely.
That is
It's a very different type of energy. So probably right when COVID hit, I had just done New York Fashion Week for the first time. And I don't know if there's any words in the dictionary to actually describe how I felt, but it was exhilarating actually. It really was. It was a process. I was exhausted.
Yes.
But I had a really great village, supporting me, making sure I had what I needed, making sure that all of my models were right and the clothing was right. But it was a process, but it was a memory that I will always have, always.
And a great accomplishment.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
It really is.
That's a big deal.
Yes, it is. And I know I've had the opportunity to modeling New York Fashion Week, and it is on another level.
That's why I said
And
there's
to have to be able to be featured. Huge,
That's a blessing.
huge.
Yeah,
I mean, and
big
so
deal.
yes, hats off to you.
Thank
and
you.
That, congratulations on that
you.
achievement. But again, only a stepping stone for
Only.
you.
It's only
So
only
we
the beginning.
need to talk about this next stepping stone. By the
Yes.
way, love this book.
Thank
For
you so
anyone
much.
that doesn't know who Sara Crawford is, you need to Google her because very accomplished, but not only a designer, but a stylist, an author. So tell us a little bit more about your book.
So I have spent a lot of years in retail, a lot of years designing, over 15 years of experience in the fashion industry. And one of the things I always wanted to do was write a book. And in my head, I'm like, I want to write a book, but what am I writing about, right? So I got to thinking and I said to myself, what are all the things I want people to know about style? Because there's always these myths and things that people feel like we should do. It's just like a whole lot of, like I touch on when you wear white, I don't like rules too much, so I do what I want. But I talk about that in the book. So, I thought about all the things that people really needed to know and I wanted them to know. And one of the first things I thought about was foundation. Because to build anything great, a house, a business, anything, you have to have a solid foundation.
Absolutely. Yes.
So when you're building a look, don't you want to make sure the foundation is solid?
That is correct.
Right? So that's the thing that I feel like sets me aside from most stylists that I really think about, and I'm really like crazy pants, as I like to say, about your foundation. Does your bra fit right? Is it the right size?
Yes.
Are you wearing the right type of underwear? Are you wearing shapewear? Do you need shapewear? Like me and Vincenzo were talking, we're like, shapewear is a thing.
Yes, it is.
It's almost fashionable at this point,
And I think the misconception with shapewear is that maybe people think or females think that it's only meant for curvy women. Oh no, it's meant for
everybody.
Everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody. It just, when you put on, maybe you're wearing a more fitted dress, it just makes the dress look more seamless.
Yes.
It's seamless, smooth, clean
Yes.
lines.
I love that in your book. I was flipping through it earlier. I love that you have a section in here talking about what's your body type.
Yeah.
You know, these are important things to talk about when it's time to really understand, you know, what you want to wear, what's your style, what looks best on you, et cetera, et cetera. And that's some things that you touch on throughout this entire book.
It's important because as women, let's be honest, our weight fluctuates a lot.
Very true.
You know, between life issues and because you just were cheating that month, you were hungry, you went traveling. It could be anything. So your weight fluctuates. So you know, even my weight fluctuates. I've been smaller, I've been bigger. You know, but I have to do what makes sense.
Yes.
And I think what people don't realize is once you understand your body type and once you buy those pieces, you'll feel so much comfortable. Get off of the actual number and look at the
Thank
fit.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if it's a 32. I just needed to look good, right?
Yeah. Very
true.
So I just need people to like get that. You know, it's just it's the way society has taught us to think.
Right. But the thing is with styling, with fashion, like these are things that's meant to make you feel more confident about
Absolutely.
yourself.
True.
Because as women, you know, a lot of people in general, not just women, but have insecurities, you know, about the way they may look or feel. But I always, my motto in high school, because I was the kid who came into high school in heels on a regular basis at 7 a.m.
Doesn't surprise
I was
me,
like that.
That was me.
I
I was that girl in high school. But I always told my teachers, like, when you look good, you do good. Or when you feel good, you do good. And that's, you know, what I wanted to let people know about myself. So I think that styling is just everything, and what you're doing is great. And I love your outfit, first of all, and I love the leaves, and we are in the fall season. It's here, the breeze is out, the leaves are turning orange and everything. So tell us, I think you have a new fall collection coming? Yes?
So kind of, sort of, yes.
Kind of, sort of,
So,
okay.
so I always do a new drop. That's the new terminology.
Okay, the new drop.
The new drop. So it will be coming in the next couple of months. It'll be another graphic T-shirt collection, and then we're going to add some new tutus to the line because I haven't done any new drops on the tutus in a while. But I'm going to, because they didn't really need to. They kind of love what's already there. So if it's not broke, don't fix it.
I say that all the time. You literally just read my mind. I was about to say
Not broke, don't fix it.
But it's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Very
Why,
true.
you know, don't fix something if it's not broken.
But yeah, I want to
You
bring
know
some. I have to bring some new flavor. But in the meantime, I'm going to be styling, and I've been styling. So I'm actually co-founder of the Original Color Collective. A lot of people have been hearing about us. We've been making a lot of noise in downtown Wilmington. Wonderful noise, obviously. And I am the head stylist for the collective. So we've done a lot of different photo shoots. So I do a lot of styling there, and I've just been pulling from different designers, including myself, different designers locally, to give us all some, you know, exposure and some great digital content.
I have a question for you, Sarah. If someone was interested in hiring you to be their personal stylist, what would be the process? Because maybe they're not sure, they're shy, or they don't know who's the best fit for them. How would someone go about that if they wanted to hire you?
It's pretty, I think it's pretty simple. You know, obviously reach out, tell me what your concerns are or what your needs or your wants are. And then we need to do a discovery session. That can either be, you know, preferably in person. So I can really look at your body type, measure you, things like that, and kind of just follow up with what my suggestions would be.
Right.
And then we can kind of just go from there. Because a lot of times, people have a lot of great pieces in their closet. They just don't know what to do with them.
Very true.
And then the other thing I find is that people really don't understand their body type, what fits best, and or they're not wearing, their foundation isn't together. You're not wearing the right size undergarments and things. Once we get that part together, smooth sailing.
Right.
See, so it sounds like fashion is your passion.
Absolutely.
I love the phrase.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But my question is, for young and upcoming stylists, actually my best friend, her name is Crochet Whitaker. She is an up and coming stylist. Her brand is called The Beauty of Kalan. What advice would you give to them trying to just break out into the fashion world and into this market, this avenue? Because it's not easy.
It's not an easy market, and you definitely have to have tough skin. You have to have resilience, and you have to. If that is what you know you want to do, you got to keep moving. I always tell people in my world, when people tell me no, it's not a no, it's a not right now. So you have to understand that. Even though it's a no right now, you should keep still moving forward. But more so, everybody feels like we all have to be batched in this one lane. Create your own lane. Like, that's what I do. I just kind of do my own thing. And things will fall into place when you actually know what you want to do and you're walking in purpose. So she needs to stay focused on what she wants to do, but definitely network. There are so many people doing so many great things, and that she can be a part of, and then thinking outside of the box. And that's what I started to do, because I started to feel like there wasn't a lot of room to do certain things. I just started creating my own thing. Like they say, build your own table.
And I love that. I love that mentality. Yeah. Everything you just said, I'm like, I want to write it down real quick. So I will be tuning back. It'll be rewinding this whole interview and writing it down. I love those little sound bites. Create your own lane.
Create your own lane.
I love that. I love that, because you have to. Sometimes you get caught up in what everyone else is doing, and you can't let that get the best of you. You have to
I don't believe in chasing
yourself.
like money and things like that, because if you do the work, everything else will fall into place. That's how I feel about it. And that's really my story. I think I believe and know that I've done the work for a long time, and that's why things have fell into place the way they have.
And you share that in your book.
Yes.
There's such a beautiful photo of
when
you were a little baby.
Yes.
She calls her baby Sarah.
Yeah, the baby Sarah. It's so beautiful, and you look so cute in this yellow dress, and I'm like, wow, you've had good style since then. Yes. Obviously, you were meant to do this.
Absolutely.
And even at a young age. And I love that you do tell your story, because I think that is really important, to tell your story and share your story. Even when you're writing a book, it's important to give that foundation, which we talked about, right? To also create that credibility, which you have. You've put the time in, you've been working so hard, and it shows in your book. And even though I did not have the opportunity to go through every page, I quickly was skimming through it, and I was like, wow, this is like the perfect book for a pageant contestant.
Right? She was saying that.
She said that I left. I said, I know nothing about that world.
I would love
just a little bit.
I would love to just educate you more on the pageant world, because you will love it, especially from a stylist standpoint and perspective, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't you agree, Kaylin?
This book is essential.
Yes, it just talks, it breaks it down, and it's very easy to follow. And that's another thing.
And that's what I wanted to make it.
Right, easy to follow. It wasn't complicated. You have so many visuals, and I love that how it's laid out. Really easy, just skimming through it, everything, it's in sections. And I love that you talk about dress code.
Yes.
Right?
We talked about that.
Right, we talked
People
about
do not respect dress code.
When it says black tie,
black ties,
that means no jeans.
Do not come in sneakers.
Absolutely.
Right, and people don't know the difference.
No.
That is true.
And I think
which is why I
really
wanted to tell them.
Yes, and you told them in a beautiful way. So this is a really amazing book. But really quickly, do you have any upcoming shows? Anything happening soon?
So I'm
teasers maybe.
So like as she said, I'm multifaceted. I'm also the curator at the MKT Gallery on 9th Street. So I am me and Shantae Young Williams, we're going to be collaborating in December, and we're going to be doing a joint show. I have I can't make words now, but I have an event that I call Blondie Mansion, and Style Conversation, and I will be hosting those, and we'll be talking about the book. We'll be talking about a lot of fun fashion things. It'll be more about self-care. I'll have some featured guests coming in, and we're going to host all of those events in December. So if you just follow me on social media, I'm Sara Crawford. You can find out all the details.
Perfect. And where can people find your book, The Playbook to Essential Style?
You can find the book on anaraoriginal.com.
Perfect.
There you go. No excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses.
None.
Well, Sara, thank you so much for joining us once again, and thank you for sharing with all of us about this very, very helpul book. Very excited about this, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with your next endeavors, your next chapter, because I know you're always
doing something.
Moving and shaking.
Listen, Sara, if you need a model for your next show or event,
I will call you.
I'm here. Portia, I'm here. I'd be more than happy to. I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I love coming here.
Yes.
What's up, everyone? It's your main man, Big Ob, the talk of the town, Mr. DETVCH.com, and I'm here with my wonderful and amazing co-host,
Vincenza.
We just stopped by to tell you to be sure, if you want any information on what's going on in Wilmington and to meet some dynamic people doing some amazing and great things, be sure to watch us live on Good Morning Wilmington on Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 p.m.
Oh, Ivan, 10 a.m.
what she said, 10 a.m.
Listen to me. That's why he has me here. But yes, tune in live, 10 a.m. Monday and Wednesday on Good Morning Wilmington.
DETVCH.com.